Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Just wanted to take a second to thank you for watching today's video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make cold coffee at home 2 different ways. So let's get started. Okay, the first way requires this really cool cold brew maker that I got off of Amazon. I believe they're about $35, but this thing has truly changed my life. It makes the best cold brew I've ever had, and you can make it at home, which is even better. So first, I'm just taking my favorite coffee. It's Dunkin' Donuts hazelnut flavor, and you basically just fill up this mesh filter right here until you reach kind of the top black part. I'll show you right there. And then you simply just take the lid, put it back on the filter. Then you're going to take your big container and fill it up with water. Once it's filled with water, you want to leave a little bit of room at the top because once you put that filter in, everything is going to go up, as you can see, because there's stuff in the filter. So then you just swish it around a little bit. Sometimes those coffee grounds kind of get stuck up in that black plastic part of the filter. So just want to make sure all of that is back down into the filter so that all of the coffee grounds are saturated with water. Then you just put the top on and that is it. Open your fridge and leave it in there overnight, and when you wake up the next morning, you are going to have a perfect cold brew waiting for you. The next option I have for you is iced coffee. So if you're not a cold brew fan and you prefer iced coffee, this is the method for you. So you just want to take your typical favorite coffee and brew it in your coffee maker very simply. Once that's brewed, you're just going to take I like to use a mason jar, but you can probably use any container that can withstand hot liquids. So you just pour your coffee into your mason jar. I think I only made half a pot for this one and it filled up perfectly. So now you have to make sure that you let it cool off a little bit. So leave the lid off, and then once it's kind of cooled down, just put the lid on the mason jar, and once again, just put it in your fridge and let it cool off overnight. Now it is the next day. Your coffee has been sitting overnight, so it is nice and cold. I'm going to show you what I do with the cold brew first. So you just want to kind of shake out that excess coffee that's in the filter. Make sure that you get all of those last little bits of coffee into that container. Next, you're just going to take the lid off of it very easily and dump out those coffee grounds. Now you're just going to unscrew the lid from that centerpiece, take the lid and pop it back on the cold brew container. Now is the fun part. I have another mason jar filled with ice here, and I also have some Irish cream sugar-free syrup that I absolutely love. It's so good. And then I always use heavy whipping cream. I just feel like it makes the coffee so incredibly creamy. I use about 3 pumps of the syrup, and then just add your cold brew. You got to shake it up a little bit because overnight the sediment kind of settles at the bottom. But then you just want to pour your delicious cold brew into your mason jar. Add in your heavy whipping cream or creamer of choice or nothing, whatever you prefer. Give it a good stir with your straw. And there you have it, a delicious cold brew. I drink this probably about 4 times a week, and it is so incredibly good. Okay, on to our second coffee. So this is basically your iced coffee that you made in your coffee maker. Give it a shake, and I am going to make it pretty similarly to the cold brew, but this time I'm using sugar-free vanilla bean syrup. Give it a few pumps there. Pour it over ice in a cup. I actually got these Starbucks cups on Amazon as well, so I will link everything in the description box below, including that cold brew maker, the Starbucks cups, the syrups, And there you have it, a delicious iced coffee made at home. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.